that I called a couple of his games and watched him play at Briarwood. Christopher Vizina, a five-star quarterback.
That's right.
They just don't feel like he's ready to go yet. So it will be the Cade Klubnik show.
Is he freshman or sophomore?
He's at least a sophomore,
sophomore
or a redshirt sophomore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those. So in just a minute, we're going to have Pat Ponders. It's always brought to you by Courtesy GMC. You hear me talk about them every single day. You need to get it by there because I just can't stress enough just the absolute tremendous courtesy. That's right, courtesy that they give you each and every customer that comes there, whether it's a pre-owned vehicle or whether it's a brand new GMC. They can take care of you. And right now they've got the GMC kickoff sales event going on. You're going to have the lowest prices not only in the Birmingham metropolitan area, but the entire Southeast. You got people all over the Southeast. They drive to Trussville to Courtesy GMC to get a great deal on a brand new GMC. How about 15 grand off an all-new 2025 Sierra 1500? How about 12 grand off a Sierra 2500 HD? Acadia, you can get 5 grand off. 2025 in-stock Yukons and Yukon XLs are now $5,000 off. That means Courtesy has the all-new 2025 Yukon and Super Cruise hands-free driving starting at $69,995. Plus, every new GMC purchased there at Courtesy GMC comes with the exclusive 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Get by and see them. 9 acres of inventory. You're going to be impressed. The service is outstanding. The relationships that they're going to build with you is even better. Call them. Go by and see them. Courtesy GMC, courtesybirmingham.com.
He's got questions. We'll try to answer them. Pat Ponders on the way next. His three-man front continues live from Social Taco in Homewood.
Welcome back to Three Man Friday. Another great Tuesday here at Social Taco. Appreciate everybody stopping by and seeing us on the Taco Terrace. We're here each and every Tuesday from 10 until 2.
Our friends at Mandu, just across the way here in downtown Homewood, they can help you out. You want to look better, feel better, you can do it at Mandu. They have a revolutionary approach to it. It's electrical muscle stimulation fitness. They'll put you into a suit, hook you up to a machine that sends electric pulses to various parts of your body. The 15-minute workout, that's right, it's a 15-minute workout each and every time, equivalent to 6 hours in a gym. Your first visit's free. They're going to put you through the workout, that 15 minutes. You can decide if you like it or not. I can almost guarantee you're going to like it. I will guarantee you'll get results if you stick with Mandu. Right now, 10% off the life of your membership for everyone who mentions Jocks. 10% off the life of your membership. And if you're a student, 15% off of your membership. We know that you guys are staying busy, staying active, but trying to stay in shape. You can do it at Mandu. Mandu, M-A-N-D-U-U. That's how you spell it, MANDUU.com. Tell Paul and the gang here in Homewood that Landrum from Jocks sent you. It is time for 5 questions. We'll try to answer. This is what we call Pat Ponders.
Brought to you by Courtesy GMC in Trussville. Goodbye and see them. Exit 32 off of I-459. Visit their online inventory at courtesybirmingham.com. Question number 1. Hugh Freeze said last night that Commissioner Greg Sankey called him after the Oklahoma game and said he felt bad about the officiating. So it made me think, how often do you think a commissioner calls the coaches in the SEC and apologizes for the officiating?
I think it's very, very rare. Extremely rare. I would say it probably, Pat, and this is just speculation because I don't know, but my guess would be it doesn't happen every single season. I think you have seasons where Sankey never has to do that. I think it was just that bad.
See, that's what I was thinking. I would bet the average is under 1 per season for or for Greg Sankey at least. But I'm just trying to think of, and again, I'm not going to say this is the most egregiously officiated game in the history of football, but it's hard for me to think of another one in recent memory that just stands out where you're like, wow, that was absolutely terrible. So, yeah, I think with you it has to be absolutely egregious to get that phone
And I
call.
know that there are cut-ups and there's things that are sent into the conference office, but I would think that this particular game for that particular crew with everything that happened, the scrutiny and the fine-tooth comb that they went through from the Oklahoma side, from the Auburn side, to the glaring missed calls that, look, it's an embarrassing look if you're Greg Sankey in the conference office. That's embarrassing.
Yep.
That is not what you want to put out there with your brand and what the SEC stands for in college football, being the best. That was bad. I think the commissioner was embarrassed, and he truly felt bad that it happened. So I would say rarely, Pat, and I would not be surprised if we don't see that crew again.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it happens very often, just because kind of piggybacking off of Landrum, it's pretty embarrassing if you have to get to that point where if you're a commissioner and you need to apologize. And plus, like, no offense, but him apologizing, that's not going to change anything. That's not going to reverse the outcome of the game. So I wouldn't think it happens very often, just because it's such a bad look for the conference.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I do not think it happens very often at all.
It shouldn't happen very often.
Shouldn't happen at all.
Yeah.
No, it shouldn't have to happen.
Question number 2. Jeremy Bernard, the outstanding wide receiver for Alabama, he said this week that Kalen DeBoer has learned to yell at his players this year. So can you tell a noticeable difference in DeBoer's sideline demeanor this season?
I told you guys this right after Florida State. He had a little bit of an edge, and it wasn't just the exchange, whether it was in a press conference, but I can just tell by his body language that, yeah, it looks like he's fully aware of the expectations and how he feels like he can maybe get more of a result. Whether that's true in his mind or anyways, but at least let me be demonstrative and show people that I am passionate. Quit asking if I care. Not that he never did, but you're probably tired of that topic coming up surrounding you how you carry yourself. The job's already tough enough.
Yeah, it's 100%. I mean, I would say it's a drastic change from last year to this year. You've had, and again, you know, we'll see how it continues, and who knows what's actually said on the sideline. But you know how back-to-back weeks, before the bye week, but Wisconsin and ULM, where Alabama had significant leads in those games, was playing at a very high level, and Kalen DeBoer is chewing somebody out on the sideline. In the middle of the Wisconsin game, remember when they got the penalty for running into the ref, and then they had the kickoff return against them for a touchdown? You saw him chewing somebody out in the middle of that guy running a touchdown back. Because I have to imagine this is what happens when you have stupid penalties. Things like that can happen. And you saw him get after Rico Scott in the Wisconsin game. I think it is a night and day difference. And for me personally, as an Alabama fan, I could not be happier to see a little bit of that Nick Saban-ism coming out in Kalen DeBoer, because it makes me also happy to know that the players respond to that, because it makes you feel like, man, maybe they're a little more old school, old soul, and some of those players that you need to get after them a little bit, and that's how you get a response.
I mean,
I like it.
I was going to bring up the Wisconsin game as well, and even the fact that we're kind of noticing it, and you have Alabama media kind of reporting on it, national media. I mean, I think it's a clear difference that he's getting more fired up.
Kalen DeBoer, he's not a cusser, right?
No.
No.
So do you think when he's when he's telling a player to get his arse in gear, do you think he says butt? Do you think he says behind? Do you think he says
Caboose?
Caboose or rear end?
He seems like a rear end guy, but I really hope it's caboose.
See,
Tail.
Stepped right in it. You did it. Pat was aware of the trap that had been set, and you walked right into it. But maybe he is a rear end guy.
That's a great question.
Thank you, Conrad. That was a Pat Ponders like question, and I framed it that way, and just waiting for you to walk into it.
All right, next question.
We're here to have fun.
That's right.
After 69 years, the Canadian Football League has decided to adopt more of America's field dimensions, field length, end zone depth, and goalpost location, all part of the CFL's changes. Pick one current element from the Canadian game that you think would be fun to implement in college football.
Oh, this is easy. Allowing players to move in motion towards the line of scrimmage before the ball is snapped. Because you can only have one guy going horizontal, but
nobody can go towards the line of scrimmage.
No, but in CFL though, you have one guy that can go horizontal, but the receivers, they can get going. I like that.
If you're a Power 4 team facing an FCS team, Power 4 team, you only get 3 downs.
That would be interesting.
But the non-Power 4 team,
they get all 4.
They get all 4? That's interesting.
Don't they have 12 players on the field as well?
Yes.
Maybe
they're allowed to have 12 players.
Let's have one
12?
extra guy.
So 12 players. I was reading the reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to promote more scoring.
I would say that's good for viewership.
I'll tell you how you do it. Don't play when it's negative 13 outside.
That would help.
I disagree.
Yeah, of course you do, you Big Ten lover.
Yeah, I have somebody that I went to high school with. He actually plays for Edmonton.
Edmonton?
Edmonton, yeah, in the CFL. And I'm always curious how going from Hayden, Alabama to that climate, probably a little bit of a change for him.
I've heard some great stories because do the broadcast, Pat and I do with Bryant Turner, who's on the UAB broadcast crew, and he had a successful career in the CFL as a defensive lineman, and some of those stories, it's really interesting.
Yeah, Larry from Homewood, who is up here every Tuesday, he's already gone, but his father-in-law, who played football at Auburn, played in the Canadian Football League for years. Yep, sure did. Had a highly successful career in the Canadian.
Let me say
Football League.
this: I would, if I was in Canada, I would definitely make it a point. If there was one nearby, I would go to a CFL game because the last one I went to was here in Birmingham with the Barracudas. But I would also go and try to find a rodeo. Rodeo's big up there.
It is huge. Calgary.
In Canada.
Calgary.
Calgary.
Absolutely. Calgary Stampede.
I did not know that. Do they have a rattlesnake rodeo?
I'm sure they do.
I don't know. Are rattlesnakes
The
indigenous
Canadian
to Canada?
Rockies.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
All right, the fifth and final question comes courtesy of BB,
Babes.
who is sitting a few feet away from.
She's making sure you ask it.
She looks
Conrad Van
elegant.
Order.
She
She's always look elegant.
Well,
What
I
are you
know
talking
she.
about?
I know she does.
She
Phoebe
does.
always looks great.
No, so I'm about to ask one of your questions.
She's very CEO-like, or like she's going to a closing for a real estate transaction.
Yes.
Yes.
I
You got
agree.
you got a closing today? A real estate closing?
She's got the name tag on.
Do you have a
too.
real estate closing today?
You look like you're about to sell a house. Oh, she said she can't reveal.
Oh, okay, that's
Okay.
fine. All right, here's BB's question. You received a gift of a full body massage, and when you go for your session, you realize your massage therapist is the opposite sex. Does this make a difference to you? Do you request a different therapist or perhaps reschedule your session?
I'll be the first to say if I get gifted a full body massage and I walk in there and it's a dude, I'm out.
Well, she said opposite.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So like I'd be
So
fine with that.
it has to be a woman for him.
I don't want to. No. Sorry, I don't want a dude rubbing up on me like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Nope. Not doing
Nope.
that.
I
Sorry,
told my
Paige.
wife, me and my wife, I just think it's better if we go together, do the couples massage.
There you go.
But I've told her I'm not going to have a man rubbing on my back.
No, absolutely not.
And she understands. And,
Yeah.
I also told her we will not have a man rubbing on your back.
See, I think that's a double standard that's okay.
All right, let's ask Molly. What do you do in that situation?
I'm going to be totally honest. I don't think I would care.
Okay.
I feel like this is more of a guy question,
Yeah.
like in terms of feeling a certain type of way.
So
about
BB
it.
Molly says it doesn't matter to her.
She
See,
prefers a
yeah.
man
Yeah.
deeper,
Yeah. A
Big,
deeper
strong
massage.
hands. Yeah.
strong hands.
Gotcha. Okay.
What if you get a dainty little fellow with little fish hands? Yeah.
Baby hands.
Baby hands. Little Kenny Pickett hands.
Does that
Yeah.
change your mind? You want a big gruffy man to
No.
to
Well, I'm just imagining somebody's like giving me a massage. Oh, what do you think about that LSU Ole Miss point
man.
spread? Dear God, get me out of here. Yeah, no, I'm not. Nope, I'm good.
Tell me where you're the tightest.
Yeah. Oh, I can leave my underwear on. Great.
Yeah, you can leave your underwear on.
Oh, well, that definitely doesn't change anything. I don't want that guy touching me at all, regardless of how many clothes I have on.
After I rub your back, I'm going to teach you how to change a tire.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on the male massage. But thank you. That's a good question.
You think Damien would take a?
Oh, come on.
Hey,
Come on,
Damien.
let's ask it. Come here. Come here. Just let me. Oh, don't ask him. Put up the headset on. I'm just going to ask him. Damian Mitchell joins us from the Damian Mitchell Show. You can hear it weekday mornings from 6 to
Alongside
7.
Conrad Van Order.
Yeah, it's special guest Conrad Van Order. All right, this was the final question in Pat Ponders today.